which is 2, 1, 3, 2, x3 and y3. The next one is x4 and y4, which is 4, 5, and the last one is x5, y5, which is 6, 7. Okay. So what is your function here? So these are the data, and what you want to find the SSE for the best line fit for this function. So your function is y equal to f of x, which is x plus 1. Okay. So for this given function, this given function, you need to find the SSE. Okay. So this is my function, and these are my data. Okay. So for this set of data and for this given function, I need to find the sum square error. Okay. So first what I need to do. Okay. So I need to so this is my yi, and with respect to this yi, I have xi, and with respect to xi, with respect to that xi, I have to find f of xi. Okay, so with respect to yi, I have xi, and with respect to this xi, I need to find this f of xi here, and here I have to take the difference between yi and f of xi whole square. Okay, so so then what is my y1? Okay, so y1 is 1, right? And with respect to y1, so with respect to this y1, what is my value of x1? x1 is also 1. Okay, and for this x1, I need to find f of x1. Okay, and I know what is f of x. F of x is basically f of xi is basically xi plus 1. So f of x1 is nothing but x1 plus 1, and x1 is here 1. So this is 1 plus 1. This is 2. Okay, so so y1 is 1, and f of x1 it's 2. Okay, and similarly the next thing is y2. What is y2 here? Y2 is 1. Okay, so y2 is 1, and similarly correspond. So for y2 I have x2, right? I have to find what is f of x2. So I need to find what is f of x2. Okay, so f of x2 is what? It's basically x2 plus 1, right? This is what? 2 plus 1, which is 3. Okay, so x2 is 3. Okay, so so this is my first x1 and y1, and this is x2 and y2, and I have to do it for all the values of xy, xi and yi. Okay, so the next value is what? So the x3 is, as you can see, sorry, y3 is 2. Okay, and with respect to y3, I have x3. Okay, so y3 is 2, and with respect to y3 I have x3, and the value of x3 is what? X3 is 3, and for this one I need to find f of x3, and f of x3 is what? F of x3 is x3 plus 1, which is
4.
4. Correct. So so the next one is x4, and x4 is you can see sorry, y4 is 5 and x4 is 4. Y4 is 5 and x4 is 4, and for this x4 I need to find what is f of x4, which is f of x4 is nothing but it's basically x4 plus 1, which is also 5. And the last set I have, last set of pair of data, that is x5 and y5, and I know y5 is 7 and x5 is 6, and similarly if I apply, this is 7 and x5 is 6, that means f of x5 is x5 plus 1, which is 7. Okay, so now I have computed yi and f of xi. So next what I need to do, I need to compute this one, yi minus f of xy whole square. Okay. So now as you can see, this is, so here yi, so for the first one,
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
Sir, you are audible.
audible, right? Okay. So so yi minus f of xi, so that this is nothing but 1 minus 2 whole square, which is nothing but it's 1, right? And the second one is I have to take the difference, square of the difference between y and f of xy, which is 1 minus 3 whole square, which is nothing but it's 2 square, which is 4. Okay. And then the third one is similarly 2 minus 4 whole square, which is again 4. The second one is, as you can see, both xi, yi and f of xi, they are same. So the difference square is basically 0. Okay. And similarly for the fifth one, again the difference is 0. So the sum square error is, so basically now we have come for all the pair of data, we have computed yi minus f of xi whole square. So the sum square error, so I have 5 number of data. So here the sum square error is nothing but,
Hello, sir. You are
yi.
not audible, sir.
Am I audible or
Audible,
no?
sir.
I guess
Audible,
you have some problem with your internet. So the sum square error is nothing but it's basically 1 to 5. Okay, yi minus f of I whole square, where I varies from 1 to 5. Okay, and this is nothing but for I equal to 1, what I have, I equal to 1, yi minus f of x I whole square is 1. Okay, and for I equal to 2, this is 4. Okay, for I equal to 3, again this is 4, and for I equal to 4, it's 0, and I equal to 5, it's 0. Okay, so again this is 4 and it's 0 plus 0. So the total sum square error is 9. So this is how you calculate the sum square error. So the main idea is you need to compute this yi minus f of xi whole square, then you have to take the sum. Okay, that's all.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, any other doubt, like hers?
I have given chat box, sir.
Yeah, so okay, it's better if you communicate.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I am traveling on train, so there will be
Okay,
background
okay,
noise.
fine. So, so it's given that, okay, just a minute. So it's given that you have a polynomial, which is basically P of X. Okay, it's not clear to me what is the vertex of the multiplication.
Sir, the polynomial p of x equal to a into x minus 2 into x minus 4 into x minus 6 into x minus 8 passes through the vertex of quadratic function p of x equal to minus x minus 5 the whole square minus 9.
Okay, so can you go little slow? So P of X is
P
what?
of x a into x minus 2,
X minus 2,
x minus 4, x
X
minus
minus
6, x minus 8,
X minus 2, X minus 4
x minus 6,
into X minus 6.
yeah,
Huh?
into x minus
Into X minus 8.
8,
Huh?
q of x
Q of X,
minus x minus 5 the whole square,
Q of X equal to.
yeah,
Huh?
minus of x minus 5 the whole square minus 9,
Minus 9.
yeah.
Yeah, so then,
We have to find the x coordinate of vertex q of x and the y coordinate of vertex q of x.
That is minus 18.
no, so this is your polynomial, right? This is a degree 4 polynomial and this is a degree 2 polynomial. So what you want me to find?
Find a like P of X crosses through the vertex
Do
of
you have any like, is it from activity or something from somewhere else? Like, can you?
previous qualifier.
Qualifier, June 5.
No, I guess the question is incomplete. Like, I need to know the complete question.
That P of X crosses through the vertex of Q of X.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so
And
then you should P of
find
X. So P
crosses
of X crosses the vertex of.
Q
Q
of
of
X.
x.
And in equation Q of X, instead of minus 9, there is minus 18.
So instead of 9, it's 18.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Fine. Appreciation.
So P of X passes through the vertex of Q of X. So then the question is, find the value of A, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so there is it's basically it's more or less it's easy. So what you need to do, so you need to just find out the vertex of Q of X. Okay, so the main thing of this question is basically this one, the P of X, this polynomial, this P of X, it passes through the vertex of Q of X. Okay, so our next target is to find out the vertex of P of X. Okay, so the next target is find out the vertex of Q of X. Okay. Okay, so Q of X is nothing but minus x minus 5 whole square minus 18, which is nothing but let's say this is x square plus 25 minus
Minus.
10x minus 18, and if I take the negative sign inside, then what I will get, it's x square plus 10x. This is minus 25 plus 18, which is, I guess, minus 43, right? Okay, so this is q of x. Okay, so this is the polynomial q of x. So I know what is the coordinate of the vertex. So the coordinate of the vertex is, so vertex is what? Minus b by 2a comma f of minus b by 2. Okay, and I need to find it. I need to find the vertex of q, right? So instead of f, I need to write here q. Okay. So what is here minus b by 2a for this polynomial? What is the value of minus b by 2a? Can
minus
What?
5 plus 5.
Plus 5. Okay, so this is minus b, which is minus 10 by 2 into, so here a is minus 1, right? So this is correct. This is 5. Okay. So next thing, what you need to do to find out the vertex of the so we have computed minus b by 2, okay, which is 5. So the next thing what we need to do, we need to find out the value of q of 5. Okay, so the q of 5 is what? It's basically minus 5 by square minus 18. Okay, so this is nothing but it's basically minus 18.
Minus 18, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so the vertex, so we have calculated the vertex of q. Okay, so the vertex of q of x, so the vertex of q of x is 5 comma
Minus 18.
minus 18. Okay, and it is given that, as you can see, your p of x passes through the vertex of q of x. Okay, that means p of x basically passes through this point, passes through this point. Okay, that means p of 5 is minus 18, right? Since p of x passes through this point, that means p of 5 is minus 18. So what is p of 5? What is p of 5? P of 5 is nothing but a times 5 minus 2 into 5 minus 4 into 5 minus 6 into 5 minus 8, which is nothing but a times 5 minus 2, which is 3, then it's 1, then it's minus 1, 5 minus 6 is minus 1, and then 5 minus 8 is minus 3. So p of 5 is minus it's
9.
plus 9
Yes, sir.
9a. Okay, so that means p of 5 is 9a,
A
which-
equal to minus 2.
which is 18. That means a equals to minus
Minus 2.
2. Okay, so this is how you can compute the value of a. Okay,
Sir, how P5 equal to minus 18 not clear, sir.
no, so the thing is, so it is given, right? So it's clear that, so is it clear that why the vertex of q of x is 5 comma minus 18?
Yes, sir.
So this is clear. And the next thing is, you know that p of x passes through this point, right?
Yes, sir.
So p of x, so you have a point 5 comma minus 18, right?
Yes, sir.
And P of x, suppose this is the graph of P of x. This
Yes.
graph passes through this point. This is P of x, right?
Yes, sir.
That means this is the x. So here in 5 comma minus 2, 5 is the x coordinate, right?
Yes, sir.
And what is the y coordinate?
Minus 18.
Minus 18. And what is that? The y coordinate, how in the graph, how what actually represent the y coordinate? The value of the function, right? At that point.
Yes, sir.
So that means, so here P of x is y coordinate, right? So this is basically x comma P of x, right?
Yes, sir.
So I know x equal to 5, and I just need to compute what is P of x, that is P of 5, right?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, which one? This is question number 2. Hina, and is there any activity question related to this one?
The previous qualifier, this is, sir. Question number 2.
No, I'm not talking about this question. Not this one. This Hina and Hina and so sorry, some question number 2. Sonia and Hina want to solve a quadratic equation. Okay, so you are saying this is also previous qualifier question. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is a question from previous qualifier.
Okay. Just a minute. Let me take a picture. Okay, so let's come to the question. So let me write the question properly. So it's, the question says, they want to solve a quadratic equation. Okay, so they want to solve equation. And so what what Sonia did, Sonia made a mistake. Made a mistake to write down, in writing down the constant term of the quadratic equation. So this is the first information we know. Equation. and after changing the so after making mistake in writing the constant term, what he get, so he got the roots of the quadratic equation to be 3 and 4. So after making mistake in writing down the constant term of the quadratic equation, So she got the roots of the quadratic equation to be 3 and 4. So this is the first information which is given. The second one is Hina made mistake in writing down the coefficient of x. Okay, coefficient of x, and what roots Hina got? So the roots are basically 2
3.
and 3. Okay. So Hina made mistake in writing down the coefficient of the x, and Sonia made mistake in writing down the constant term of the polynomial. Okay, and in the end there is one more assumption, that the leading term is always 1 in both the cases. Okay, so this is given. Okay, so so suppose you have a polynomial, right? So this is your polynomial p of x plus c. Okay, so as you can see in the last line, it is given that the leading term of this polynomial is always 1. That means this a is always 1. Okay, so I can write this ax square plus bx plus c as x square plus bx plus c. Okay, so this is true. So I know the leading term is always 1. So the next thing is what? Next thing, again let's go back to the condition 1. So in condition 1 says Sonia made a mistake in writing down the constant term of the quadratic equation. Okay, so he made some mistake in writing down this c. Okay, so he made mistake in writing down this c, and she ended up in getting ended up with roots 3 and 4, right? So if a roots of the quadratic polynomial is 3 and 4, okay, and the leading coefficient is 1, then can you tell me what will be that polynomial? Any idea? For a polynomial p of x, okay, the roots are roots are 3 and 4. P of x is a polynomial and the roots of the P of x is 3 and 4, and this leading coefficient of the leading term is 1. Okay, and coefficient of the leading term.
You are asking about the end behavior, sir?
No, I'm asking about the polynomial. Okay, coefficient of the leading term is 1. Can I tell anything about this polynomial? What will be this polynomial? P of x. It will be, see, it will be x minus 3 into x minus 4, right? Because
Yes, sir.
because it says the leading coefficient is 1. That means if you have some, see, if P of x is a polynomial with roots 3 and 4, then P of x should be of this form, right? If P of x is a, first thing is, if P of x is a polynomial with roots 3 and 4, then P of x should be of this form, a times x minus 3 into x minus 4. But the second condition says the leading coefficient is 1. That means this a has to be 1, right? So So in the first condition, say Sonia made a mistake in writing down the constant term and she ended up with roots 3 and 4. Okay, so for this polynomial, so this is basically x minus 3, x minus 4. Okay, and remember that Sonia made mistake in writing down the constant term. Okay, for Sonia, this b value is correct. Okay, but she made mistake in writing down the constant term. Okay, so then this is basically x square minus 4x, right, minus 3x plus 12. Okay, so this is nothing but x square minus 7x, right, plus 12. Okay, and we know that Sonia made mistake in writing down this value of c. That means in the original quadratic equation, the value of c is different from 12. Okay, but in the original quadratic equation, this value of b, the value of b here is same as the original quadratic equation. Okay, so that means the value in the original quadratic equation, the value of b is minus 7.
Minus 7.
Okay, so so this is what what we can get from information 1. Again the second information. Okay. So the second information says Hina, she made mistake in writing down the coefficient of x. Okay, and she ended up with roots 2 and 3. Okay, so what she did, so this is okay, so the leading term is 1. This is already x square plus bx plus c. Okay, Hina made mistake in writing down the coefficient of b. So for Hina, the coefficient of b, so sorry, the value of b is different from the original one, but she wrote the value of c correctly. That means the value of c for Hina, the value of c is same as the original one. Okay, and she ended up with roots 2 and 3. That means this is nothing but x minus 2
minus 2 and x minus 3,
which is x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6, which is nothing but x square minus 5x plus 6. And Hina made mistake in writing down the value of b. That means this value of b in the original one is different from this one. Okay, but in the original one, the value of c is same as this one. Okay, so the value of b in the original equation, the value of c is 6. Okay, so in the original equation, the coefficient, the leading term is 1, the value of b is minus 7, and the value of c is 6. That means the original equation is
x minus 1.
X square minus 7x plus 6, right? So this is the original equation. So now you just need to find out the roots of this polynomial. Okay. This is probably 6 and 1. So this is probably 6 and 1. So if I write this, I can write it as x minus 6 times x minus 1. Okay. So I guess this is correct, right? if I multiply, what I'm getting? X square minus x minus 6x plus 6, which is okay. Yeah, correct. So the roots of this original equation are basically 6 and 4. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
So one another question, sir.
What is
Uh,
that?
if there is a parallelogram
Hmm.
and the equation of the all sides equation is given of parallelogram,
Hmm.
and question is asked that we have to check uh, the diagonals of the parallelogram crosses from origin or not. So what will be the approach?
So okay, so the thing is, let me tell you. So you can actually, you can get, see, all the sides of the parallelogram are given, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what basically you do? So this is the parallelogram, right? So this is the parallelogram AB CD, right? And so this side, this AB and CD, they are parallel, right?
Yes, sir.
And SC and BD also, these are parallel. Okay. So now what actually you can do? So the equation of AB is given and equation of SC is given, right?
Yes, sir.
So then you can find out the value, the coordinates of A, right? Because two lines are given, you just need to find out uh, the intersection point, right? So if two lines are given, so then you can easily find out where these two lines intersect. So you can get the coordinates of A, and similarly you can get the coordinates of D, right? Because for D, what you need to do? You need to find out the intersection point of this line CD and BD, right? So once you find the intersection point of CD and BD, then you can find the coordinates of D. So if you know the coordinates of D and the coordinates of A, right, then what you need to do? You need to find out the equation of this line AD. Okay. And similarly, you can get the coordinates of B also. And how you get the coordinates of B? You have to find out the intersection point of AB and BD, right? Once you find the intersection point of AB and BD, then you can get the coordinate of B, and similarly you can get the coordinate of C. So now you have equation of both the parallelogram. Okay, sorry, diagonal of this parallelogram. So once you know the equation of two diagonal, okay, then you can easily check whether that diagonal passes through origin or not. Okay, how you will check? You just substitute 0, 0. If the value is 0, then if you substitute the value of x to be 0, if the value of y is 0, then the line, this diagonal line, will pass through origin. So whether the idea is clear, how one should approach this type of question?
Got it, sir.
Okay, fine.
Sir, previous qualifier last question, sir.
Which one? I don't have that. I have to. Hello. Can you tell me which question?
Yes, sir. Wait.
Sir,
So
is the
Question
graph
is, sir,
different, sir?
consider two quadratic polynomials px and qx whose roots are shown in the figure 1. The leading coefficient of px and qx are +1 and -1 respectively. The y coordinates of the vertex of px is c and the
okay,
y.
so we have released the solution of qualifier or no?
What, sir?
Whether we have released the solution of the qualifier last time?
Yes, sir.
We have released the solution.
Yes, sir.
So did you check the solution?
No, sir.
Then you should check the solution, right?
Okay, sir.
Any other doubt apart from the question of qualifier? Like if you have some conceptual doubt, you can ask.
Right, sir, I put
Yeah.
in chat.
Which one? No, see, we have so again, I guess. So which one? This question is from who? Again, the previous qualifier or somewhere else?
March
Yes, sir. Qualifier.
3
No, I'm not going to again. I am not going to do. Since we have already given you the solution, you should go and check the solution, right? You are basically asking bunch of questions from qualifier. You don't have any conceptual doubt.
I have, sir, one conceptual doubt here.
Yes.
So 1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Hmm.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. The equation of a straight line
Hmm.
passing through a point, which
Hmm.
is at the intersection of two lines, L1 and L2, can
Equation
be
of a
obtained.
straight
Yes,
of a straight line.
passing through a point,
Huh.
which is at the intersection of two lines, let's
Huh.
say L1, L2.
Huh.
Uh, so this point and if another point is
So
that,
basically, you are saying you have a straight line which passes through a point. Let's say this point, right?
yes, any point and the intersection point, sir.
So this point is a intersection point of two different line, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
And uh, from this point, another point is the origin. Then how we can find the equation of that line?
Now, what is given here? Whether this so this line L1, it passes through this
Yes,
point, right? Am I audible? Passes through this point P, and you are saying as well as origin, right?
sir. Actually, we have to find the equation of the line
L1.
which passes from the intersection of L1 and L2 and the origin.
Okay, so then this is your line L1. Please stay with me. So this is your line L1 and this is your line L2, right?
Yes, sir.
And this
Yes,
is
sir.
a line L, right? L
Okay.
passes through P and origin, right?
Yes.
We need to find the equation of L, right?
Yes. Yes, sir. Right, sir. Right.
So equation of L1 and L2 is given or no?
Equation, yes, sir. Given.
Yeah, then you can easily find, right? Suppose you have to, let's say, can you tell me the equation? Then I can do it rigorously. What is the equation of L1?
X plus y minus 2 is equal to 0.
X plus y minus 2 equal to 0.
And another is 7x minus y is equal to 0.
7x
Minus y.
equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, okay, so the first thing we need to do, we need to find out the coordinates of P, right? So for that, what we need to do, we need to find the intersection point of L1 and L2. Okay, so L2 is what? L2 is y equal to 7x, right? So if I substitute this y in this equation, then I will get the intersection point. Okay, so once I substitute y equal to 7x here, what I will get? X plus 7x minus 2 equal to 0, which is basically 8x minus 2 equal to 0. That means x equal to 1 by 4, right? So if x equal to 1 by 4, okay, I need to find out the value of y, right? So if x equal to 1 by 4, the y is basically what? Y is 7 by 4. Okay, so the coordinate of P is 1 by 4 and 7 by 4, right? This is basically the intersection point of L1 and L2. And what you know this line L, passes through P as well as your origin 0, 0. Okay, if a line pass, so now you can easily find out the equation of L, right? Because you know the 2 points, okay, of that line. So you need to just find out the slope. Probably the slope is what? 7 by 4 by 1 by 4, right? Which is nothing but 7, right?
Yes, sir.
So then what?
Got it, sir. Will do, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so any other doubt?
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. If two quadratic equation is given, you can write down like x square minus.
Sorry, x square
minus 8x
8x
plus 3k
3k
is equal to 0.
and
And another is x square minus 12x plus 7x.
x square minus 12x.
Yes, sir.
Plus 7x.
Yes, sir. Is equal to 0. So find the value of k.
No, there should be some
that 7k. Sorry, 7k.
No, that is fine, but you must have some relation, right? what is the relation? Like there should be some more information because big.
Px also equal to 0.
Sorry.
Px is also equal to 0.
No, P of x is equal to 0. I agree. No problem. P of x equal to 0, Q of x equal to 0. Okay, that is basically it's a way to represent the quadratic equation. But apart from that, is there anything else in that question?
Yes, sir. One common root, sir.
Yeah, that you should mention, right? So it says that P of x and P of x is this and Q of x is this, the given polynomial, and they have a common root. So they have a common root. Let's say they have a common root which is m, right? So if they have a common root, that means P of m is 0, right? And Q of m is also 0. So if P of m is 0, that means m square minus 8m plus 3k is 0, right? That means k is equals to 8m minus m square by 3, right? This is the value of k. We get the value of this k from this equation P of x, and similarly m is also a root of Q of x. Okay, that means Q of m is also 0. That means m square minus 12m plus 7k equal to 0. And from here, what we get, the value of k is 12m minus m square by 7, right? So that means these two things, they have to be equal, right? Because from P, the value of k is 8m minus m square by 3, and from Q, the value of k is 12m minus m square by 7. So since since both the k are same actually, so now both the values of k, they have to be same. That means 8m minus m square by 3 has to be equals to 12m minus m square by 7. Okay, so now if you multiply 3 and 7, so then you will get a quadratic equation, right? So you will get a quadratic equation and you have to solve that quadratic equation. So what basically you will do, you will multiply 7 here. So 7 8m minus m square is nothing but 3 times 12m minus m square, and so this is nothing but 56m minus 7m square, which is 36m minus 3m square, right? So so this is let's say if I take all these things to here, then what I will get, this is basically 7m square minus 3m square plus 36m minus 56m, which is 0, right? So this is 4m square plus, not plus, this is 20m, which is 0. So this is basically m square minus 5m to be 0. That means m into m minus 5 is 0, right? That means m is either 0 or m is equals to 5. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, any other doubt? Okay, then I'll stop the session. Okay.
I have, sir. I have
Yes.
1 minute.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So can we do one qualifier question?
Which one?
The solution is not given. Sir, 13 March question.
Hmm.
A gateway is constructed in the shape of parabola.
Hmm.
The road through the gateway has width of 10 meter
Hmm.
and maximum height of the gateway is 5 meter.
Hmm.
A container truck of width 4 meter and uniform height tries to pass through the gateway.
Hmm.
What is the maximum possible height of the truck so that it just touches the wall of the gateway?
Okay, let me check the question. I guess.
Basically, you have to find coordinates in this. How much width is given?
10 meter.
10 meter.
The gateway width is 10 meter. The truck width is 6 meters.
I don't have the question right now for the previous qualifier.
I can send you the. I have done that question. I can send you later on.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, Amit, can you tell me your question? Which question you are talking about?
Sir, last qualifier, previous qualifier. So last question.
This gateway question.
Yes, sir.
No, someone said like he solved it right just now.
Yes, sir, I have solved it.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Sir,
So. Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is your question? Hello. Okay.
Sir,
So
spinner shoots question. Shoot question, sir.
okay. Okay. Then I guess you don't have any more questions. So I'll stop the session.
So,
Yes.
so can you give some questions for practice?
So we have given so many questions for practice. Now certainly I cannot give you questions for practice because tomorrow you have exam, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah. So okay, I'll stop the session now and all the best for you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.